Welcome to Friday Night Lights on Fox 12 Oregon, presented by Pacific Office Automation.
Well, this thing does go to 11. Week 11 of Fox 12's Friday Night Lights. Quarterfinal competition in Oregon. See who's going to carve up a little title time and lift them up the big time, the Big Blue Trophies, the Friday after Thanksgiving. 6A quarterfinal Friday. Lions Den and the reigning state champs, the unbeaten Westland Lions. Number 8 Jesuit riding high after that overtime win a week ago at home with Tualatin. Look who's back and healthy again. Vigo Anderson up the gut from a 1-yard score, first touchdown of the night. Jesuit on the move here, called the U.S. Mint. That's Penny Harrison shining from Jack Wilson. Nice pass play, set them up nicely. Wilson then Jack Tungi. Touchdown. Calling it down up behind the senior. Teams looking evenly matched that first half. Luke Ortner behind that franchise O-line, running real hard on this game as he has all season long. They're up in the first half. Westland right back, touchdown of their own. Their junior, Sloan Baker, with their captain, their senior, MJ Kenny Brew. All he does is make big plays in big games, 14-14 halftime. Lions roaring that second. Baker pass, Tyson Donnerberg, making one defender miss for the go-ahead touchdown. That class of 2027 there is something else. Sloan making more noise here to Josiah Molden. You know, mom loves it. Dad does too on the sidelines. His big bro in LA in the NFL. The junior star's got the pick of the litter. He wants to go in college. Baker, a little playmaker from the 1, and the defending champs dominate that second half. 42-28 Westland. Next up, the Final Four at home next Friday night.
It was a great team win, you know. We got it done. It was a little rough at the start, but we got it together and we had a great team win.
I think guys are going to prepare for the next game.
We're going to prepare just as hard as we do for every single game. We take every team just as hard as any team. Like, it doesn't matter who we play. We're going to play our hardest out.
That's my guy Zach with the sound on tape there. It'll take 2 more wins for Westland to reclaim the crown, come home with a 3rd in 4 years under the retiring head coach John Eagle, and the next one should be a great one. Well, Willamette was the other unbeaten at that 6A level, but the 4th-seeded Wolverines are done. Did in by Central Catholic, winning 27-20 in Eugene. Massive performance by Cole Thomas, as he's done all year long. The Rams were Will High's first top 10 opponent. There you go. CCHS licking his chops to get the champs. You know Westland is chomping at the bit for them. That'll be on Friday. How about last year's runner-up from Lake Oswego? Been on a mission all summer and fall. The 2nd-seeded Lakers hosting a second-round game from Cobb Field against number 11 Grants Pass. The Cavers upset Sherwood a week ago. Second snap of the night, you get an idea of kind of how it went here. The handoff to the future Utah Ute. Unless he decides to switch to that Ducks offer. That's LaMarcus Bell. Bam, bam. Thank you, ma'am. 50-yard score to set the night off right for LO. Next time we see him, similar story, making sure that snap's okay. This one's short, but worth all the same. Bam Bell rings it up again from 10 yards away. Now, Grants Pass, they had plays like this. You kind of do it when you're on the road. They had a field goal, another kicker, and an onside kick. And Alejandro Leon recovers it to set up this. Jordan Rosetta going the other way now. Reading his progression in stone. Rosetta hitting Breivik Hill. 25-yard score for the Cavers. It's 14-10. Lakers let it rip. Hudson Curlin. Commit to Wazoo. Connect with their senior Sawyer Best. Good call. Their best path to winning it all. Giving that Bell man the ball. Powering up into the goal line. Another first-half touchdown to the hat trick there. 51-10. Lakers anchor away the semifinals Friday night against the winners of our big game. It's been nothing but happy times in Happy Valley as Nelson High won its first Mount Hood Conference title in the 5th year of the program. Fox 12's Craig Bernbach reports from the Hawks' Nest as the 2nd-seeded team in the 6A bracket played host to number 10 Lakeridge, a Pacers team who already won a road playoff game a week ago at Glencoe.
Well, Nick, as you know, this Lakeridge-Nelson game was a rematch from the first week of the season where Nelson won 26-21. And you know what they say, it's never easy to beat the same team twice. But the Hawks defense, well, they made sure that the Pacers never took off. There are actually more fireworks before kickoff than in an entire first half, as thanks to some solid defense from both sides, including this pop-up interception from Lakeridge's Turner Tropio, and we were scoreless at the break. Second half action, Nelson comes out firing. How about a little razzle-dazzle? The double pass ends with a long pitch and catch from Cal Gradwell to Cooper Stevenson, and the Hawks were in business. Denny Long's going to finish things off with the laser to Nico Brigado, and it's 7-0 home team. Later, it's Nelson on the ground as Corbin Crosland will not be denied. He runs in to make it 14-0. Back to the air, it's Leary again. This time he finds Cooper Stevenson, who's gonna get gone. 45 yards to the house to make it 21-0. And that was plenty of points for the Hawks defense. Here's big Abraham Zarota coming in for the sack. Yep, Nelson's defense, it holds up. And the Hawks are moving on with a 21-7 victory.
All right, Abraham, we don't often interview defensive players at the end of the game, but you guys really shut them down.
Yeah.
What went right for you guys?
Man, I think this team has established a culture, you know, where we fly the ball, play with high intensity. You know, we all love each other, all love. So I think that just that alone, we're all brothers, we all grew up together. So, you know, just that defense alone, it's amazing to see that everyone has that passion for growth and on to next week, you know.
Nick, it was a nice change of pace to interview a defensive player tonight, and boy, was Abraham a great interview. He also mentioned that he missed the first game against Lakeridge with an injury this year, so it was extra special for him to get the victory tonight. From Happy Valley, I'm Craig Burnback, Friday Night Lights.
Okay, so in 6A, Laco, Nelson, Central Catholic, West Linn. The 5A ranks got at least 5 teams who still thought they had a chance that they could go all the way. Up until now, it's been Wilsonville's crown. The 2-time defending champs playing on the road in the quarters. Into the Foxes' hole. Second round and second seeded Silverton. Those two played a classic in the semis a season ago. This was to advance to the Final Four. Both went 9-1 in the regular season. Wild one, as we'll see and watch this together for the first time. First quarter, Wilsonville in the red zone. Roman Kaloa, last week's fourth down hero, gets the pitch and gets in. Fouls that defender. First score of the game, Wilsonville's on top. Second quarter, Fox is down 10. It's Chase Dominguez, Logan Uto. It's a 3-point game going into halftime. 10-7. Second half, we really get hot. Logan Schurter with the carry. Are you kidding? Gets the block, gets the hit in the hole, takes it in and goes. I think that's Luke, actually. Silverton 14, Wilsonville 10. They're hyped, lights on. Fourth quarter now, Wilsonville down by 4, but in the red zone. Trevor Gloss has been their starting quarterback all year. The next in line, tricked them out. Luke Brainerd for the 6. The Wildcats back on top, 24-21. Bernard, Silverton finds himself knocking on the doorstep. Boy, laboring on both sides of the rock on this night. Luke Schurter gets in, goes untouched. Fox is up 28-24. Wilsonville here, 4th and 3. Gloss running, but he's sacked. Turnover on downs. And then Schurter saved this one for the tape for all time's sake. The carry after the turnover to score as 5 gets in yet again. Wilsonville would get a touchdown. This time it's Roman to Luke Tarley, a rainbow ball, but not enough. There will be a new champ in 5A. Foxes 35, Wildcats 32. Got to play a few more of those kind of games. Silverton into the semis, avenging this loss in that spot 1 year ago.
I'm really excited. You know, I'm pumped up. We've been kicked out of the playoffs in the past 3 years, 2 times by them. And, you know, it was a really big game for us, really emotional. You know, we wanted to take it to them, and we just gave her all, and it kind of showed here.
Let me tell you, I read these for the first time together. We had a Logan and a Luke, and that was Levi. I want to say that's Levi. Come on, man. Silverton advances to play Mountain View as the Cougars from Bend dispatched Dallas 14-0. #1 Summit survived West Albany 14-13. Churchill upsets Thurston to meet in the semis on the other side of the 5A bracket. How about the 4A quarters from Scappoose? Wappa League rivals meeting along Highway 30. 5th-seeded Tillamook, number 4 Indians from McNabb Field. The Tribe won this rivalry game during the regular season last month, 39-29, also defeating the Cheesemakers in the quarters last November. Scappoose, some special kids through the years. Elijah Green and Biggs right there with them. First score from 3 yards out for the home team. Next drive, next touchdown for the Orange Heads. EGB dives over and in. It's 12-0, no points after. Second quarter, Green and Biggs, 6 foot, 200-pound junior, pounding across for the 7-yard touchdown. 19-0 as they go. Later second, Elijah looming large in the margin again, flying across to Blake DePlane. His 4th score, 27-0 Scappoose at the half. Third quarter, Tillamook's got a bunch of fighters. Kevin Hurleman has been a hero for that team. The junior flings it to Carson Remington. Junior to junior, pitch up and go from 66. It's 27-7. Ensuing Cheesemakers kickoff. Slayer Hines puts any kind of party to bed on the road. Him at home receives the pig and return to sender. This is what you like to see in special teams. That's being extra special. How about a 75-yarder? What a moment for the sophomore in Hines. Fourth quarter, one last call for Elijah Green and Biggs. Going to be grinning ear to ear years after this one, after a night like this. Out of the pile, and you got to count them up. 5 scores. Advance to the 5A semis. All Tribe. 46-7. Let's hear from the man of the night.
I mean, it's just hard work all week, and it's really just that O-line getting a big hole for me, man. We're rematching a team, I think, Cascade, number 1 team in 4A. I mean, they can hit hard, but we've been practicing, we've been waiting for this. We wanted more, though.
Yeah, next up, it'll be number 1 Cascade Cougs took care of Junction City. We heard tonight down in Scio. No turf, no problem. Schools with green grass at the lower levels were able to play at neutral sites on this night in the 3A quarters. 3A Special District 1 rivals at Hillsboro's Hare Field. Unbeaten Banks 10-0, number 2 seed. 7-2 Kennedy out of Mount Angel playing up from the 2A level. The Braves won this matchup 5 weeks ago, 42-7. The Braves' mantra is in the family, nobody fights alone. Jake Lamb, obeying thy honor. Obeying my word. Tip drill interception. The Trojans' opening drive. The return would set up the game's first points. The only points in that first quarter on a field goal. Start of the second, we got Nate Lyda, junior leader, let it loose. Lane Gilbert all the way down the field to the 18. But Kennedy bowed up in that red zone. Grant Bruner, just a burner to bag up a quarterback sack. The first turnover on downs. Sometimes one play all you need. Henry White, a senior, not waiting to call it a career. Mr. White, the one who knocks. 70-yard pick 6, giving Banks a 10-0 lead. Those Mount Angel kids hanging right there. Lefty quarterback, Brody Panook. You know the coach loves them. Their blood. Senior to senior, Brody finds his longtime broski, Landon Klein. Big play, but Cole Linehan's kids in navy and gold keep it clean all night long. 29-0. Fight like the Braves. Onward to the 3A semis against tomorrow's winner of Vale and Burns. 3A quarters on that new turf of Jervis. The Cougs are 12th-seeded. They knock off Douglas from Winston, 44-29. They'll now play Saturday's winner between North Valley and Cascade Christian in the semis next weekend. 2A quarters from Woodburn, home away from home for St. Paul's. The rodeo ground's a little bit muddy this time. The Bucks knocking off number 5 Clatskanie. They were 10-0. Bucks win it 36-16. Bring on those 2A semis next Saturday. Either Lowell or number 1 Hefner. They will meet tomorrow. First round play in Washington. The only game from around here was Shugle on the road. The 2A Greater St. Helens League champs, a 15 seed, lost at number 2 Tumwater. T-Birds won that night 47-6. Saturday, we got Camas, Kelso, Seton Catholic, the center, all join the playoff party in Clark County.